So hydrate. Hi, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023, the real start of 2023. And it's funny because I've been wearing these overalls all day. Fun fact, I've had these overalls since I was in the 5th grade. They have a huge hole in the crotch, which I'm not going to show you. But I always, like, you know, baby thug back in the South. Like, I loved wearing all my stuff baggy. And they just, like, have always fit, and I, like, never threw them away. And they finally have come back around. And I was like, oh, I should take them off for, you know, Taurus stylish. And then I was like, hey, actually, comfort may be something that you're seeking out. Venus, your ruling planet, is moving into your sign, Taurus. And where she rules, moving into rulership, moving home. And so I do feel like there is something with home coming up, but something else just came up with comfort. And so I love you, but hydrate, light it if you got it, because this may sting a bit, but you are not entitled to comfort. Your sign rules it, it governs it, but it is something that I feel like we are grateful to, should be grateful to experience, but comfort being like the end game, the goal, like what you're seeking out, is going to be problematic because we're not here to be comfortable. Comfort is not like the name of the game. I do feel like the older that we get to experience like that is an objective, is comfortability. And if you decided to, like, you know, if you get to enter that phase in your life early where comfortability is, you know, your objective, okay, cool. But you can experience financial comfortability and still trust and believe that spiritual evolution and emotional and intellectual education is going to, like, be going until, like, the day you kick the bucket, you know? That process isn't going to end. And so I do want you to be comfortable acknowledging that challenges are coming in. Be sure to check out you've got to know your birth time, but check out where Saturn is moving for you. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For free shit that I do, my Instasham at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Be sure to check out the Aries season astrology video as well. All the important astrological dates. Look, oh, there you are, already showing up, Sun in Taurus. All the astrological dates are in there, and that's the video where, like, why are they acting this way? What's happening? Go look at the dates on that. Anyway, so like I said, hydrate, light it if you got it. Already done this, but we're creating a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023, baby. I just feel like your relationship to comfort is changing, and I feel like it'll be in a very positive way, however it ends up manifesting. So let's get into it. Venus and Aries, so a new chapter has begun. Your ruling planet in the sign of I am, Aries, will be and should be attracting in interactions, new connections that are really going to affirm who you are or confirm which aspects of yourself have like got to go. Like what's not working will become very obvious. I feel like this urge to initiate new, to just move, to just like move for the sake of movement, adventure, aliveness, really craving, crave, do it again. Crave by Paramore. I feel like Venus in energy is crave energy, like the sensation of craving. And that could be something. What are you craving for? What satiates you? What invigorates you or stirs you up or makes you feel alive? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it's time to interact with that more, interface with that more. I didn't ask for cards yet, but cards flipped over. The Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands reversed. I feel like it's time to, with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, if you're like doing, I don't know, shady behavior, like stop. I do feel like there's stuff about like betrayal or breakthrough or you working on your connections with people who are in and out of your life. You are working on maybe being someone, like working on like what's going on with your relationship to commitment or creating a plan and sticking to it. There may be someone who's angry or wild or like unbridled. Maybe someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. I just feel like this horse like bucking is how it just feels to me. And I just feel like maybe there's some part of you that wants to buck the system, wants to break free, be wild, be unbridled. And you should lean into that and make sure that as long as you're not hurting other people, that you, you know, give that to yourself. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So there is a certain infancy, a certain naivete there that I feel like you would benefit from, have benefited from. And it's important to get into a place of play, initiating a new chapter with yourself, reconnecting with your inner child. And so let's see. Empty your lungs, Taurus, and then take a deep breath through your nose. And hold that breath at the top for a second, and then exhale out of your mouth. Let me do that again. Empty your lungs. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2023. There is a quiet, a calmness, a slowing down when maybe that's the last thing you want to do. All right. These did come out reversed, so I gotta honor that. The Seven of Wands reversed is the first card out. There's a little pile that came out. And for the Seven of Wands reversed to be the first card out, I actually like this for you guys because there's something about like Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Lay your fucking weapons down. Your current security system is flawed. There is something that is like off, or you're not standing up for yourself, or I feel like there are people around you who are standing up for themselves or against you. There could be like opposition, or you're not handling opposition the right way. some of you may be in defense mode versus allowing yourself to see that there's behavior, there's like a course correction available to you. The best apology is change behavior. And I do feel like there is something about paying attention to what you're holding on to, what you're defending against. There also may be someone around you with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, that there's this defense office. Maybe there's games being played, but I feel like only one person is playing games. I feel like it's really important to just figure out what's going on with your defense mechanisms, your coping mechanisms. The people are, if you're noticing like a consistent cycle about like opposition or people making the same complaints, or there could just be a need to look inward. And so I just feel like it can't be everybody else. You can't continue to point, like, if you're getting the same 11:11, if you're getting the same critique, or you're making the same wish over and over, getting the same response, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, like, are you driving yourself insane? I just feel like what's going on with how are you? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because this is not how this came out, but this is how it looks to me. This is how I need you to see it. And that could be some of you. Are you controlling the narrative? Are you controlling the perspective? Are you trying to make people see you a certain way? Are there people around you doing that to you? Do you not realize that whenever you try to control the narrative or people's perspective of you, that it ends up being a projection, that it ends up not being this like, it's almost like you inadvertently telling this person, these people, the divine, that you don't trust them to love you authentically as you are. And so it's just like, can you allow yourself to put your weapons down and be your whole self and be seen? Can you allow yourself to take constructive criticism? Can you allow yourself to course correct? Can you tell the truth? Can you show up? Can you take accountability? Because what's going on is there's this new chapter that wants to come in, but I feel like some of you are like knocking your head up against the same fucking wall, as opposed to putting your weapons down and turning around and seeing that the divine this whole time is trying to offer you this new chapter, this new beginning, this influx of good luck, the good health. Jupiter and Venus had this conjunction in Aries, and it's just like things, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda, like been so sweet possibly, but I just feel like there's something going on with your ability to let yourself receive, your ability to let yourself be seen, your ability to let other people stand up for you, your ability to maybe let people in, or listen to other people's opinions possibly. But Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles reversed, the World reversed at the center of the reading. Okay, and so before we go any further, with the World reversed at the center of the reading, there's just an end of an era, and like something has ended. There is some chapter that has ended, but you're like trying to keep the record playing, keeping the same song playing, keeping the same narrative going. Or it's like it's time at some point, like whatever narrative you're telling, it's like this almost isn't believable anymore. I don't even know if you can believe it anymore. But it would be really, really beneficial for you to get vulnerable, for you to really heal your relationship to truth, to authenticity, to trusting yourself, to trusting other people with your truth, to moving forward, to like bearing yourself. There's a certain kind of like radical vulnerability, radical intimacy I hear that I feel like you need to be having with yourself and the God of your understanding before you try to go forcing yourself to have it with other people. There is something like an end of an era, or thing like you or something, maybe like issues with graduation or issue with getting to the next level or an anniversary of something coming in, or there could just be also like issues or like travel plans not going as planned. This also could be someone, you yourself, if you have Taurus, Virgo, or Cap, of course you have Taurus placements, but Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I feel like there's just this Nine of Wands, self-deprecating, frustrating loop of like, hey, when are you going to do your part to take heed to like the resources available to you? Some of you are restricting yourself from underneath that, restricting yourself from experiencing like really healthy like connections and like in some cases true love. And I feel like there's just these loops that are these cycles in your life that are noticeable. It's time to like acknowledge the ways that you're holding yourself back, that the ways that you're really doubting yourself. There is maybe someone with Capricorn or Aquarius placements. Pisces placements. Libra placements. Justice reverse is just like, I feel like it's almost, okay, this isn't for everybody, but it's just like, was it really an injustice? At this point, have, like, I feel like some of you, it's like in the ways that you've been wrong, the divine like really balanced things out or tried to balance things out and really tried to make things right. But I do feel like some people with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements have not, allowed the balancing out or haven't allowed the scales to settle in some sort of way. I feel like these eclipses that are happening on the Aries Libra axis are going to have, and the full moons that the new and the full moon that are happening there. This is just the sector of me versus we. You're really being forced to look at all the things that aren't fair, but also like taking accountability for some of the fucked up shit that you've done that isn't fair. And how there is karmic law and justice and balance to this shit. And a lot of that is just called physics. For every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction. And some sacred texts say, if you lie, you'll be lied to. If you cheat, you'll be cheated. If you save for a rainy day, it'll surely rain and at a really inconvenient time. If you save up in case you get sick, it's just a matter of time before you get sick. There's checks and balances and law and structure to this game of life that we're playing. And I feel like it's time to put down maybe some of the like games you've been playing or the people you've been holding on to or the narratives you've been holding on to. This is going to be a juicy ass plunge. I hope you join us over on Patreon, patreon.com/justjeverything. Final card, final message. Let me just get it. That's 2 major arcana out and an ace. Final card, final message, but truth will prevail. And the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. And so I feel like truth is going to set you free. It's going to be nothing, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I feel like there are people that are withholding the truth from you, people you are withholding the truth from. Some negative karma has been created. Toxic conversations have been had. And in the ways that you've been stuck, the divine is going to give you some tools to cut yourself down. But I'm telling you, in the ways that you've strung yourself up, there's going to be this rush of blood to the head or a bop on the noggin whenever you do get cut down. And I just feel like when you know better, you do better. And sometimes the divine has to force us to like bump our head in some sort of way. But all of this is happening for your empowerment. There's really powerful aha moments that are coming in, truths that need to be spoken. This crown wants to be given to you. It wants you, the divine wants to hand you the sword of truth. But how can you grab these things that want to come in and be given to you if you keep yourself stuck? Damn, underneath the hangman is the Fool and then the King of Pentacles. So look at you. I'm giving you a little sneak peek of the plunge. Showing up strong. It's like, how are you going? If you stay stuck, if you allow yourself to keep denying whatever you know is going on. Some of y'all, there's just some fuckery going on. This could be stuff going on with too much drinking, too much drugs, or too much sex, or playing games, or mental health issues, or addiction, abuse. There may be some like self-punishment or flagellation in some sort of way. There is just like punishment, shame, guilt, embarrassment. There is shame that needs to be exposed, brought to the light, and the sun is motherfucking exalted in Aries. So the sun will be sunning. The sun will be sunning. The sun will be putting off so much heat, so much light. What's done in the dark comes to light. And so Justice Reverse coming out says it's really, really important for you to like be out here moving with integrity. And in the ways that, we reap what we fucking sow. That's what I'm just going to say. You reap what you sow. And I know that none of y'all expected that. I did not expect this to come out for the reading. But let's take a fucking look here. Goodness. Okay. For some of you, if there are legal situations going on, I do feel like things may not go as planned at first, but trust and believe the truth will prevail. Maybe you need to appeal, or maybe some like evidence or something comes out where like the truth comes out. So don't worry, especially, and that may be a test of faith. If something doesn't go as planned, especially if it comes to, this is for someone who has legal issues. Something doesn't go as planned, you need to have faith that justice will prevail. You need to really and make sure that you're speaking that. Also, Taurus, I feel like it's really important to let you know that spoken word supersedes negative thought. And so if you're wanting to really break some of these like self-deprecating habits, if you want to break free and really let go of a lot of this emotional baggage and weight, then it's very possible for you to do this in Aries season. You're just going to have to use your words. And for some of you, there's a lot of karma that needs to be cleared out with words. There's truths that have to be told. And I feel like let go or be dragged, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Either you voluntarily tell the truth, or it's going to end up coming out. It's going to end up being spoken or told in a way that, where you have far less control over the narrative, or you have far less control over like who knows this about you or whatever. But I just feel like the truth will set you free. Do the right thing. And being in defense mode, trying to like keep the story together, or trying to keep up with the Joneses, or trying to be perceived a certain way, is just, I feel like, delaying blessings and delaying you receiving tools that the divine wants to give you to help you cut yourself down from this. The divine wants you unstuck in whatever area, and this is a general reading, so this is going to be different for everybody, but in whatever area of life that you are stuck, the divine doesn't want you that way. They're just having you stuck so you can learn, so you can receive what you need to receive from this contrast, which is this rush of blood to the head, which is this new shift of perspective. Because life from this perspective is very different from life upright. And if you haven't had, and if some of you are, out here, I feel like, unaware of how wonderful you've had it or how wonderful you made it for this person around you. I may be saying a lot of you, but flip it, this may be somebody around you, a family member, a loved one. But let's see, there may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming in with really powerful things to say. I do feel like there is just something about like balance, order, fairness. There's big decisions that need to be made. Some of you are delaying making these big decisions. For some of you, there's a new opportunity and it's like in a different city or in a different state. It may be more money or less money, but you've got to figure out what your fucking priorities are nowadays. The world reversed does feel like things are not feeling in sync. And the divine, and wherever Saturn is in your chart, this is Saturn, is going to show you why things aren't feeling in sync. For some of you, it's like your philosophies are off. For some of you, you've been really stubborn. For some of you, I just feel like there have been half-truths spoken or toxic words or toxic conversations. I don't know. I'm just good. All I know is that you reap what you sow, and that's what this feels like. And I'm not saying you deserve any of the bad things that have happened or the bad uncomfortable challenges that have come in. That's what I want you to start to understand, is that even the negative or the bad things that are happening are setting you on a very specific course and are happening for a very specific reason. And so I don't want you going against the grain. There are some cycles here that are coming up that need to be paid attention to, that need to be brought to light. Like for some of you, it's just like if you've been running from the fact that you have a drinking issue, you may get a DUI. That could be a thing. Versus you being like, all right, God, help me get this, let's get this together, and you getting active on it. Don't make the divine play you. When we ignore that trumpet of truth that's sounding, we welcome in necessary chaos. And so I feel like for some of you, Saturn moves in 7-year cycles, and so there's something here about like, don't miss this lesson. Don't miss the opportunity to break the cycle. Don't miss the opportunity to wield the sword of truth. Sever your ties from some toxic beliefs or toxic people or toxic behaviors and toxic thought processes. And it's not even a matter of being toxic. The shit's just outdated. Hydrate. Shit. I just feel like the divine's trying to upgrade you, cater to you, Destiny's Child, and you want to like hold on to something that is just like not here, not for you. And it's causing some of you to act out of character. And I just don't want you, I just want you to know if something is over, if you know like a relationship is over, don't stay in it. Don't be careful of treating people how you don't want to be treated. And if you have treated some people in ways that you haven't, that you are upset about or ashamed about in some sort of way, I'm sorry, boo, the cookie's gonna crumble that way. If you lie, you'll be lied to. If you cheat, you'll be cheated. If you wrong folk, you will be wronged. If you create injustice and imbalance in other people's lives, or if they come in and create injustice and imbalance in your life, trust and believe that's exactly what the boomerang that'll come back right around to them. So what boomerangs are you creating with your words, with your actions? The shit that you're sending out in the universe, are you afraid of that coming back? How would you feel if that came back to you? And if you are like, yes, I got this, like ready for my stuff to come back, then trust and believe, hold fast. There is a new chapter, a new way, a new successful version of you coming in that's established. But you are going to have to acknowledge whatever's going on with shame, whatever emotional baggage is keeping you from interacting fully with your faith. There's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Libra, and Gemini showing up here. Let's get a little tea. I feel like the fire signs in your life are definitely like on the defense. There's definitely, or there could be a change or a shift in your relationship to your physical, spiritual, or sexual energy. I also feel like your relationship to time, your relationship to your health, to your physical body, your relationship to your money needs to be shifting because of this connection to comfort or your expectations. And your expectations of life is a direct reflection of your faith. So what's going on with your faith? Who are you? What are you ready to do about it? With the world reversed, this Capricorn or this Aquarius, I just feel like the jury is still out. The one with Libra placements, I feel like there's so much tea, so much truth or something. It's like as above, so below. There's balance. There is like some divine justice or order that will be had with the Gemini Libra, specifically the Libra. Whoever has Libra placements, if you have like fucked with them, I don't know. I just got to end this. I feel like we just got to start clarifying this because, like, however the cookie crumbles, whatever it is, you reap what you sow, Taurus. I feel like this is a brand new chapter. Venus moving into Aries and then into your sign. This is a new cycle. This is a new opportunity to, like, reset some of, you know, the karmic debt that has been accrued. And so if you've been fucking off, you've been fucking off. Do some good. Allow yourself to create clarity for people. Allow yourself to create clarity for yourself. Quit acting up and do the right thing. Straighten up and fly right. But if you have been doing right and acting good and not acting good, but like, because, you know, I'm trying to like break away from good and bad, right and wrong. If you feel just, if you feel like you've been acting justly, you know, if you feel that you are able to proudly take accountability for your actions, then I want you to sit back and trust and believe that the tools are coming in. You may think that the divine forgot about the ways that you've been wronged or the hard work that you've put in, but no, you will be set up. You will be reaping what you sow. I love you. Let's get into it. Hey, Taurus. So I had to come back because I like woke up, well, not woke up, but I felt like kind of like not guilty, but I was just like, there's no way that this is going to apply for everybody. Like this is one of like kind of like the heaviest readings that I've gotten in a really long time, like for the channel. Like it almost like made me feel like I was like accusatory, and then I was just like, I don't know, I was talking myself out of feeling wrong, talking myself out of, and then I was like, this is Taurus shit. This is what's going on. I don't know, in some, I like slept on this, have come, this is a fresh, brand new day, and I wanted to like give it another go and see what messages I was able to receive on like the lighter, more up and up end. But what did I say before? Right? And I'm just thinking about it now. We're not here to be comfortable. This may be uncomfortable to receive from me. Look at Taurus, the throat acting up, because truth is being spoken. Hydrate, light if you got it. Get yourself some tea if you need it. Whew. Excuse me. But it's coming up. It's coming out. And so I don't know if some of you are talking yourself out of feeling something, but justice reversed. This is Venus. This is your ruling planet, Taurus. And justice reversed is like, should you truly feel wronged? Did you or have you or are you knowingly wronging someone? Are you in denial about something? Are you talking yourself out of taking accountability for something? What are you not taking accountability for? And so I'm going to ring true to that. And I'm going to I feel like I needed to be masterful and say something and try to allow it to reach, I felt the need. I was supposed to cast a wider net, but fuck that. If me casting a wider net is me being inauthentic or is me like tiptoeing around the severity of the message, then Lily B. Then okay, nah, I'm so sad. Lily Beans aren't gonna be here soon. They bought a house. Anyway, but I'm still going to attempt. So 7 of Wands reverse, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Get out of defense mode. I do feel like you're blocking yourself possibly from receiving some new blessings. There's this influx of good health, a new chapter, maybe a trip, maybe a bonus, maybe somebody with Taurus, someone else with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or Aquarius or Libra placements coming in like very unexpected events. I just feel like things will be happening unexpectedly. We're going to clarify all of this in the plunge, but the world reverse feels like this is the end of you not taking accountability, or you being afraid to take accountability, you being afraid to move forward or move on in some sort of way. I feel like the divine is helping you get over things that have happened in the past, things that you've really struggled to move on from or get over in some sort of way. I just feel like there is this divine severing, clearing. I also feel like an end of a period where you feel like you have to burn the candle at both ends. There have been decisions that you've been avoiding, and I feel like the divine is coming in, giving you an influx of truth, powerful conversations, powerful insights, and all the power, again, like the power that you need to really wield the sword of truth, cut the ties that need to be tied, 4:44 on the clock, establish this new foundation for yourself, establish this new level of wholeness for yourself. You learning how to wield the sword, you gaining the like proverbial upper body strength to wield this heavy of a truth. I feel like create clarity when you can, give truth when you can, express yourself when you can, and do it scared. Get comfortable doing things scared. Get comfortable getting out of your comfort zone and allowing yourself to be challenged, not just you challenging other people. And with the Hangman on the bottom of the deck, I just feel like all these reversals are coming up because Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Aries season, you're going to learn today. And you're going to learn by way of contrast. You are going to be learning by way of opposition, learning by way of being forced to see things from a different perspective. And this kind of feels like in the Wheel of Fortune. You know, what goes up must come down. There is a season and a tide for everything. But I do feel like your relationship to shame, guilt, embarrassment, the ways you punish yourself, the ways you close yourself off, this relationship to this Pisces possibly, or those of you who have Pisces placements, I do feel like come hell or high water, there is this brand new beginning. And there is this successful progression forward that's going to be leading you to a place of peace. We are absolutely into the plunge right now, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you because I am kind. And there is, with the Fool coming out, there's this, look, the rush of blood to the head, the cosmic knocking you upside your head, you dealing with these injustices, or if this was a justice, if it was an injustice, if you've been wronged or you truly haven't been wronged, or if you're mad at the divine for not receiving the justice that you feel like you deserved. I feel like that stuff is coming in. You needed this contrast. You needed this rush of blood to the head, and that's going to help you get yourself out of this uncomfortable position, out of this place of stuckness. And that rush, those realizations, those insights come in, and they turn into the sun, and they light your path ahead of you. And you're able to leave behind all of this, a lot of this emotional baggage. And this is definitely Aries season. So there may be somebody with Aquarius or Aries placements coming in and helping initiate this start in some sort of way. I feel like it's really happening in March and April. Things are really moving forward for you in March and April. And look, there you are right there. This is Sun in Taurus. You taking a leap of forward, leaving the emotional baggage behind you, tapping into rebuilding your relationship to hope, to faith, tapping into your potential, tapping into the potential that's been presented to you. And quickly, you can very much so get yourself in a place where you feel like you feel safe, you feel established, you feel successful. This is public success and recognition. The changes, it's like whatever weight you drop or whatever, like if dealing with this addiction, dealing with the loss, dealing with the grief, dealing with the confusion, dealing with whatever's going on with the mental health. There is something with mental health that needs to be addressed for a lot of you, for a lot of us. Hell, if it's not me, it's you. If it's not you, it's me. It's all of us. We have to prioritize our mental health. Aries season is a sign of I am. And what we don't want to be is fucking sick or tired. What we don't want to be is confused. What we don't want to be is frustrated or shameful or guilty. Absolutely not. We have plenty of tools and mentors and teachers and healers and helpers who are serving as doorways to your faith, helping you helping you rebuild a new relationship to risk. And all it is you harnessing your willpower. Look at all this yellow in the middle. Harnessing your willpower to get back to yourself, to ground back into who you are and what you're ready to do about it, which that is all that Aries season is asking of you. And whatever changes you make, those around you will notice it. You will feel good. There's harmony restored in your physical, spiritual, sexual energy. And then there's peace. Peace and time for you to really extract all of the data out of the darkness. Extract all of the new lessons that you've learned and make things very reverent again. So I'm excited for you. Let's get into it. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. I want to start by pointing out, now I'm looking at it from this angle. Funny. Now that I'm looking at your reading from a different angle, I'm seeing different things, which is exactly what's coming up with the Hangman. Your perspective is being shifted. You're being asked to look at things from a different light, a different angle, a different perspective, and it may be uncomfortable. It will be uncomfortable. To be the sign that rules comfort, how couldn't you become acquainted with discomfort? Of course, you're being asked to experience contrast. And so in some sort of way, you're not seeing that. It's like the people that what you're interpreting as opposition may actually be like intervention or someone trying to help. You may be really like or overly defensive in some sort of way, and I feel like multiple people are doing their best to kind of show up for you and make sure that you're not spitting in the hand, spitting in the face of the divine, or spitting, or trying to bite the hand that feeds you in some sort of way. I feel like you're having a skewed perspective of what like your actual resources and blessings are in some sort of way. With the world being reversed, your perspective of the world is off. There could be, delayed success or a lack of completion, or you're feeling stagnant, or you're feeling like something failed. But what you're not seeing is that your perspective is off and you're being given a different tool. You're being given different insight for very specific reasons. So please clarify the Seven of Wands reversed. I do feel like, actually, I don't know, this bothers me so much. I'm just going to switch hands. I don't know why, I just really don't like, I need this because the ring's too big, but I just really don't like seeing it during, and it actually looks nice on this hand anyways. Please clarify. Venus. Maybe that's what I was talking about. There could be just like superficial shit coming on. Was that y'all? Maybe it was Aries that got superficial shit. Please clarify the Seven of Wands reverse. There may be somebody around you that's very fiery or very defensive. I say a lot of you, but flip it. Maybe somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements. You may be defensive about this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or about this new opportunity or this new chapter. I feel like you just may not be realizing just how solid of a ground you are on, or how solid, maybe this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius is, or how valid some recent complaints have been. And there, Four of Pentacles is try to flush out. And there is this need to make sure that you're not holding on to the outdated, that you're not keeping yourself stagnant, keeping yourself stuck, being stubborn, and keeping yourself from receiving. Jesus. Some of you, it's just like if all you know is rain, you don't know what to do when the rainbow comes. Look. If all you know is, partying or fun or comfort, you don't know what to do in the face of discomfort, or how to overcome issues, like how to rebuild versus tearing down. And so there could be some issues here, like defensiveness because of some repressed abandonment issues or neglect, or toxic trauma bonds, feeling left out in the cold. Also like issues with religion in the church, and maybe codependency. What do we need to defend? What does Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising actually need to defend themselves against? It's like, if you're going to be defensive, at least be defensive against the right thing. Please show us for Taurus's greatest and highest good. What do they need to be actually defensive against? Please keep the cards on the... Be defensive against being an asshole, being cold, being sharp, being rude, being overtly stern, or being a know-it-all, or trying to use your intellect to, make other people feel bad. I also feel like use your Also, maybe use your defenses against this person who's being that way towards you, or someone with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, or maybe someone in authority, somebody that, you know, maybe you work with, or you're trying to build something with, or we're trying to build something with. I would steer clear of the people who like have put their defenses up. But I feel like also it's time for you to elaborate, like, or excuse me, it's time for you to evaluate your security system, your relationship to your security system. Please clarify your internal security system. Please clarify the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Goodness. Three of Swords reversed. The Nine of Cups reversed. I'm holding the deck upright. Six of Swords reversed and Temperance reversed. I feel like some of you are ignoring an opportunity, or have ignored an opportunity to start over, to heal heart, to progress, to move forward, to have the success and recognition that you want. Some of you are delaying your own success. You're playing yourself here. Maybe you want to be a homebody. Maybe you have a skewed view of how something ended. Maybe you're needing to, like, you know, revisit the footage or fucking whiteboard something. I don't know. But it's just like, I feel like you're having trouble finishing something in, like, there's this gift of like healing from the past, making something beautiful from the pain that you experienced. There's this guardedness, again, defensiveness, residual pain, abandonment, loss has put you in a place of being guarded in some sort of way, and it's not serving you, and the divine is asking you and low-key about to drag your ass to a place of recovery, to a place of really forcing you to do some emotional inventory, looking at the last 9 months, looking at the last 9 years, the last 6 months, the last 6 years, looking at this relationship to the Pisces, the relationship to the Sagittarius, the relationship to numbing versus recovery, the relationship to drugs, alcohol, the relationship to and possible narcissism. Some of you have very narcissistic tendencies and you can't see it. There's other people who are telling you, or other people who are showing you, or I say a lot of you, but maybe flip it. There's just like maybe somebody around you and your friends, your family are like, yo, this person is like narcissistic, or this person, like, you know, displays a lot of habits that, like, unless you're fucking a doctor, you shouldn't try to diagnose. But there's terms like bipolar and narcissistic and borderline and all these things getting thrown around, and it just feels like some of these people are moving in malice. Some of your friends see it. Some people are trying to shield you and show you, and you just need to make sure that you're willing to see everything for what it is. Do not turn your back on the opportunity to see everything for what it is. Don't turn your back on the opportunity for sobriety, for clarity, for giving or receiving that said clarity. Please clarify the world reversed. I just feel like some of you think that you're stuck, or you feel like you're moving backwards, and I feel like some of you are moving backwards because there's some stuff from the past that needs to be reevaluated, or needs to be like balanced. And for some of you, I heard the word atone, and I don't like that word. I don't feel like that's my word, but I feel like that may be how you feel, like you need to atone for something. Please clarify the world reverse. So it's time to just figure out what's missing, boo. You know, and do you feel connected to what you're doing? Are you feeling connected to the people around you? You know, what keeps you from feeling complete? Are you alienating people? Are they alienating you? Are you getting ghosted? Did people ghost you? Are you ghosting people? What's going on? I just feel like there's a delay here. And ooh, the reticence of the cards even. It's just I just feel like you're drawing near to the end of something that marks like the end of an era, the end of a journey, and you may be like really having a hard time owning that. Or recovering from just the end of something, graduation, a graduation, an anniversary, a huge accomplishment, some sort of rite of passage. I just feel like there could just be a heavy weight that you're still feeling some way. You may have or may have not many, accomplishments. I just feel like some of you are feeling empty when you look back in the past, and it's like, what's missing? Do you feel connected to your life? Do you feel connected to your body? Do you feel connected to yourself? Do you feel connected to these people that you say you're in love with? What keeps you from feeling whole? What's going on? I just feel like there's some of you are doing this thing where it's like you may have or may have not accomplished a lot. According to you, according to your current scale or your current, gauge. But I feel like there's something about like you looking backwards and you're seeing that people are leaving, or the people that you have left. There could be like a stunt in growth or a stunt in justice, because this is shady behavior, creating, confusion. This is also creating conflict, because there is still heartbreak. Three swords. There's still heartbreak that someone in the situation is holding on to, and it's creating conflict. It's time to put down the indecision. Stop going back and forth. Stop with the willful blindness. Look at everything for as it is. And then you're going to need to be honest about like what's going on with the fair and equal exchanges. What's going on with your connections? Are you telling the truth? Are you, it's time to get off the fence. It's time to say what needs to be said. It's time to like shoot your shot, and this could be some sort of like confrontation or reaching out, righting a wrong, judgment, touching justice, reversed, bruh. In the ways that you have like, if this isn't for everybody, I just need to let that go. If you feel like if you fucked up, the divine's not going to let you forget it. You're not going to be able to subside this. You're not going to be able to drink this shit away or smoke it away. If you participated in shady behavior that has caused pain, you are going to have to speak on it in order to sever the ties in order to expand. Look at these wings. As above, so below. Look at the wings that's just at the center here. It's just like there's all this expansion, but the expansion is contingent on truth being spoken and like meeting face to face, meeting eye to eye. It's contingent on your emotional maturity, boo. That's really what this is. Please clarify justice reversed. It's just like, this is you keeping yourself from something. Justice reverse like says also like, there could be just some undue feelings of injustice. Please clarify justice reverse. There may be something that is off, or a truth that needs to be spoken, an imbalance that needs to be fixed, healed, talked about, conversed about, with someone with Gemini, with Libra placement specifically, but this could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius with the Ace of Swords coming out, but justice is Libra. And so handle the situation with the person with Libra placements expeditiously. Expeditiously. Because I feel like your karma is accruing. Please clarify justice reverse. So, were you out here trying to dodge bullets in some sort of way? If you have made like something that feels like if you've wronged somebody and you've created an imbalance or an injustice. Ooh, I like that. Fuck wrong or right, good or bad. Is it just or unjust? Thank you, Spirit, for that. I needed that. Is it just or unjust? Because I've been like, I don't like good or bad, wrong or right, but there's just hits different. That hits you in your fucking root, in your solar plexus, it's just like just. Is it just? We all know that. Is it just or is it unjust? Ooh, I'm gonna have to say, I gotta write that down. Hold up. Damn, this reading is longer than the fucking Aries one, probably. Damn, hold on. Okay. Please clarify justice. Reverse, sorry. The gold thighs. If you have like made something, if you've done something that feels unjust, take the steps to correct your actions. Right your wrongs. Let go of all prejudice. If you're encountering somebody with prejudice, you do not need to run from injustice. Stop running. Your future depends on your actions. You know, taking action gives you a chance to change and to stop judging yourself. But I will say if there are legal matters, there could be something, you know, some unfavorable results. But I feel like the sun shines in the morning. Your red flags will be exposed, and those people who have, you know, fucked up and wronged you, their red flags will be exposed. But I do feel like success is the end goal. Not success like shining, purity, sunshine, happiness, like childlike joy and wonder. That creates success. That's a different kind of success. And I just feel like you're being led there, being divinely led. This may involve someone's father, or this may involve someone with Leo placements. But I do feel like the sun is exalted in Aries, and the sun will be shining on the truth. What's done in the dark comes to light. All injustice, there you are. All injustice will be exposed. So if you got apologies to make them. If you are not acting because, or if you're holding yourself back or restricting yourself in some sort of way because you're waiting on someone else to make an apology to you, please do not be out here holding your breath. Give yourself closure, but if you can give other people closure and healing with your words, do that. And seek that out, you know, if that's what you need. But I just feel like tables are turning. What else for justice reverse? That feels big. Dang, all the aces. The Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. I just feel like everything that is resulting is happening to set you right, to get you back on your feet, to get you back on the right course. King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, getting you back to that place where, like Aries season wants to teach you, wants you to trust yourself so much that you really allow yourself to be guided by your instincts. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. Thank you. Oh, wow. And wielding you and turning you into a person who wields their truth very wisely. Someone who makes a notable change in their collective when you focus on changing yourself. I feel like there's an upgrade coming. What you think you know, but you have no idea. You think you know, like you're so proud of this sword that you're wielding, and there's an even greater one coming. It's an influx of aha moments, profound ideas, powerful conversations that are going to force you to take the blindfold off and see everything for as it is. It's going to force you to see all the emotions, all the spirituality that's been put on the back burner, and it's just not working. It's not serving you anymore. The divine wants you moving forward in a place where there's so much harmony being restored, but you may have to start over. You will be reset in some sort of way. There is a reaping. I love you. Either way, you got this.